Most popular question for Let's Talk Squash was the one about Asal's behaviour, and it generated a lot of talk. And I don't really want all of the questions to be always about professional squash, and they're certainly not. I don't want to move in that direction and only be talking about that, because I think that in some ways limits us to the type of people who can answer. Although the fact that it got so many more comments might prove that wrong. But this week's Let's Talk Squash question is, what do you think the punishment should be for smashing a racket? Now, I feel that when somebody's on court, if they're rude or they're unsportsmanlike or sportsperson-like, maybe we should need to change that word, if they behave in a way that is disrespectful to the other player, they should be in some way penalised. And what's the worst that could happen? Well, I suppose like a fisticuffs fight would be the worst. But I mean, let's be honest, we don't really see that very often. But we do see rackets being smashed, or at least I have in the past. And as far as professionals go, it doesn't happen very often. So I'm curious, should we have a specific rule? Should we feel that if somebody smashes a racket at any point from the knock-up to after they leave the arena, and I think that's important, because if they come out of the court when the match is finished and then smash their racket, people still see that. And I think that we should have some sort of penalty. And I don't know what that penalty should be. Maybe it should be they lose the game. I think we really need to manage this. Now, I suppose a lot of younger viewers will just say that I'm just being this old boring person and it's all part of emotions and it's only a racket. But I don't think it's simply because I'm older. I think it's to do with how we should expect professionals to behave when seen by everybody, especially the younger people. If you said, if somebody smashes the racket, they lose the game, well, what's going to happen is people are going to smash it on the last point after they've lost it, and they've already lost the game. So maybe it's to do with the number of points. So you smash a racket, you lose 5 points. If you smash it at the end of a game, you are 5 points down in the next game. If you smash it at the end of the match, you're 5 points down in your next professionally recognised match. Now, I don't know if anybody would agree with that, and I don't know what should happen. Maybe it's to do with prize money. That would be a simple solution. I don't know. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Should we have a sort of a separate rule for smashing rackets? Because it's kind of just really to do with conduct, and that's sort of covered. But I kind of think it should be separate. What do you think? On the screen at the moment, somewhere up here, is a playlist of all of the other questions for you to look at. And probably down here somewhere is another video that YouTube thinks is a really good fit for you. And probably down here is a subscription button. If and only if you think my content is useful, please consider subscribing. And remember, do something every single day to improve your squash. See ya.